The Cowboys have made a lot of offseason moves and they filled a lot of needs, but what would you say is their biggest weakness as of now?
They know this, that as we speak here, they are working on Jonathan Hankins, defensive tackle, bringing him back. They want to bring back the versatile defensive lineman, Carlos Watkins, too. I would make the argument, as we think they probably have $10 million in cap room, and that's before we get to the Ezekiel Elliott $10 million more after June 1. Go buy somebody of star quality. As a
defensive line.
Yeah, Robinson, who is another local guy, played in Fort Worth in high school, went to Alabama. Lions and Rams, premium kind of talent. That classic thing that we talk about a lot here that I think is really important, and you don't find they don't grow on trees. A guy who's got one technique, built like a refrigerator,
yeah,
but 3 technique athletic ability.
Right.
That's tough to find, and they are ideally looking for that guy, affordably looking for somebody like Hankins, Watkins, and maybe more. But I think you scan this roster and you scan the depth chart, and maybe that's the only spot where you're going, yeah, let's make sure we're at least as good as we were last year.
Right.
When I think they will agree they weren't quite good enough. But you have Osa in the middle.
Yeah.
You have Sir Neville Gallimore, sir, in there too. And then maybe Hankins coming back, and then the guy who calls himself the plug, Big Q, Quentin Bohanna, he's in there as well. Maybe the way to solve this is that that Neville and Osa and Q need to be this much better. If they could all be this much better, then maybe the defense could too. Stephen Jones said this the other day about we need everybody to be 1 click better or 1 tick better. And of course he got ripped for it because all the people that want to call a grown man cap boy, that ripping people is kind of the way they get their jollies.
Yeah.
But while it's a coaching thing to say rather than a CEO or COO or GM thing to say, it is true.
Yeah.
For the Cowboys to go from 12-5 and 12-5 in the last 2 years to move a little further up the mountain or way up the mountain,
yeah,
everybody, Dak Prescott and everybody, Dak Prescott, the equipment manager, the janitor, the general manager, everybody.
You,
definitely you.
Definitely you.
needs to be a tick better. It was a little unorthodox for Stephen to be the one to say it, but that doesn't make it not true.
Yep.